All right, now the big Tibetan bowls. I feel very blessed right now because I own 5. For the longest time, I only owned 2. And honestly, if you are looking to get a big Tibetan bowl, I would personally get this size right here, which is about 14 inches. That one right there in my hand is 12 inches. Huge difference. Those 2 inches make a ginormous difference of the volume of the bowl itself and the depth of the sound. Also, something people comment on often is actually how heavy the bowl is feels very soothing to their nervous system when you place it onto their heart and or solar plexus. Okay, so this is the money shot bowl right here. But if you are looking to pack one up and you want it to fit in a smaller, suitcase or whatever you're packing up, this one will be definitely better for that and a little bit cheaper. If you are looking to get a Tibetan bowl, both of these right now are for sale, and this one over here. But I'm going to be getting different ones in periodically, so you can always reach out and we can get you a custom bowl anytime. All right, let's get into it. And just listening to these bowls, so sweet. So you can see I picked it up, placed it on the heart via this handle. This handle is going to be updated soon, so there's going to be a ball at the end and it'll be slightly shorter. From this point, I'm doing the thing I usually do, which is playing from each side of the person. So no matter what bowls you have on either end, it's nice to go back and forth. Doesn't have to be exact or precise, but it is a nice thing to do. And then because these bowls are so big, giving even more space between the sounds is crucial. And each time I'm hitting that bowl, I am holding the handle, and that is just because it is so big, and this mallet is very, very big. It will still stay on the person's chest, just might be a little bit jarring. It'll be jarring because if it tilts up and over, you'll be experiencing a little bit of a dip from the plate. It'll be going boom, boom, and then pop back. Okay, so when you hold here, it keeps the plate stable. Not only that, you can hold it with pressure, so you can actually hit it harder and keep it stable. So it's very beneficial to have this handle in the middle. And then now I'm just hopping over and playing with this style suede mallet, playing it from the side, just like you would a crystal bowl. So if you listen to the comparison, you may notice that this hand-hammered bowl versus this inscribed bowl is definitely good. This one sounds a lot better played on the rim. The price point of these bowls versus these ones is quite a bit more, and that is factored in. Always the bowls, the factor that you are paying for is its playability and its tone and its resonance. Okay, so that's something to pay attention if you are ever to try to seek out a bowl. I personally like this bowl's tone, and so these two are a similar size, but I prefer this bowl's tone when being hit, but I prefer this bowl's playability when you're using the suede mallet. And then right after that, what you saw me do was give it a ding via the suede. And that is because what you're going to be getting is a contrast in sounds. And the bigger the instrument, no matter what it is, if it's a Tibetan bowl or a gong, the bigger the instrument that you have, the more the mallets will create contrast. So if you have a very small bowl, all right, a very small Tibetan bowl like that one over there, and you're using a variety of mallets, you will get different textures to the sound, but they will be way more pronounced the bigger the bowl is. In addition to, you could be doing that. I would do that as little as possible and go as light as possible. So notice how these sound versus this one now. Softer hit, very small mallet compared to the big one. So the bigger the mallet, it's going to bring out the lower tones. The smaller one brings out the higher tones. And of course, hopefully you know, this style mallet will just not work on smaller bowls. So smaller bowl mallets work on bigger bowls. Bigger bowl ones, just like bigger gong ones, will not work. Like, they'll still make a sound, but it doesn't sound good, and it's kind of pointless. Hopefully you can tell here that with those small bowls, a good thing to show you would be a contrast, you know, of doing a sound bath with the small bowls and the big bowls. That is going to be better for sure. But I wanted to show you exactly what it's like to experience just big bowls. I believe you could do an entire sound bath with just these big bowls. Would you be able to do it with just the small bowls? Technically you can. Technically you can do whatever you want. But the participant is going to be experiencing a whole lot more, because each of these hits from the big mallet here, they are resonating. These bowls are going for minutes. Okay, so the amount of contrast combined with the different size mallets that you can play, combined with playing it on the rim, you can fill this time up for so long with also on your end the littlest effort. What would be even better is doing the double stacked bowl, so you could be having the small bowls on top of here as well, and now you've got a whole nother. And from here, if you watched the other video, done your little meditation, hopefully with headphones, you'll be able to hear, you know, you're not even in person, but how powerful these are. They really fill your eardrums and your body, and that low tone, everybody loves. You will never meet somebody that does not love this low tone of the Tibetan bowl. It is one of the most favorite things. That in combination with the vibrations that are coming off of this bowl when placed on the chest. All right, I hope this video was helpful for you, and we'll see you in the next one.